9 body language signs she likes you. Stoic insights on older men and younger women. Understanding subtle attraction signals. A modern guide to body language. Welcome to today's exploration, where we'll uncover the fascinating dynamics of attraction, specifically focusing on the powerful yet understated non-verbal signals that reveal genuine interest. Whether you're applying timeless principles to your life or just beginning to explore deeper self-awareness, these insights can help you recognize the silent communication that often escapes notice. Let's be honest, when it comes to attraction, verbal communication frequently takes a back seat. Our bodies reveal far more than we consciously intend, and through these silent signals, we often glimpse the authentic feelings and intentions of others. But what happens when you're engaging with someone who genuinely captivates your interest? How do you, as a mature and experienced man, determine whether a younger woman is genuinely attracted to you, or if you're misinterpreting the situation entirely? This is where understanding non-verbal communication becomes invaluable. In cultivating self-awareness, we strive to align with natural rhythms, to observe our surroundings without hasty judgment. This philosophy extends far beyond personal growth. It influences how we navigate relationships. When we master the art of composed observation, we can interpret body language with remarkable clarity. By applying wisdom and emotional intelligence, we can remain grounded and centered while still recognizing when someone is sending signals, whether they're obvious or subtle. Today, we'll explore 9 specific non-verbal indicators that a younger woman might be displaying if she's genuinely drawn to you. These signs, supported by psychological research and timeless wisdom, will empower you to interpret her behavior with confidence while remaining true to your authentic self and values. Whether you're seeking to deepen a connection, understand someone more profoundly, or simply navigate relationships with greater awareness, this content is designed to provide you with valuable insights. Let's dive in and discover how to recognize these signals without falling into unnecessary overthinking. Keep your mind calm, observe with clarity, and let's explore the captivating world of non-verbal communication together. Signal 1. Her gaze tracks your movement, the subtle power of eye contact. When deciphering whether someone is interested in you, few indicators are as revealing as the eyes. Eyes have long been regarded as windows to the soul, and for good reason. They communicate emotions and intentions far more effectively than words ever could. One of the most compelling signs that a younger woman is attracted to you is when her gaze consistently follows you. It's a subtle yet unmistakable gesture that often goes unnoticed, but it represents one of the most significant nonverbal cues of all. In the realm of silent communication, eye contact plays a critical role in establishing connection. When someone is genuinely interested, their eyes often betray them, revealing emotions they may not even consciously recognize. A woman's gaze may involuntarily track you as you move through a space or shift positions during conversation. This behavior clearly indicates that she's paying attention, not just to your words, but to your entire presence. Eyes that track you are eyes that are invested physically, mentally, and emotionally in what you're doing. It's as if her mind is continuously assessing your movements, monitoring your actions, and eagerly absorbing every detail. This type of focused attention can be interpreted as an unconscious signal of attraction. She's not merely looking at you, she's watching you, absorbing your energy, your demeanor, and the way you carry yourself. Psychologically, the act of tracking someone with your eyes is rooted in human connection. Our brains are naturally programmed to follow the movements of those we find intriguing or attractive. In many respects, it's an involuntary reaction, an instinctual response to someone we desire. The more someone finds you appealing, the more their eyes are magnetically drawn to you, even if they don't consciously realize it. This isn't about uncomfortable staring or creepy fixation, but rather about a natural fluid glance that demonstrates deep interest and curiosity. A woman whose eyes follow you is likely more invested in your presence than she's willing to verbally acknowledge, but her body language speaks volumes. From a perspective of emotional intelligence, interpreting these cues without overreacting is essential. We should observe the world around us with clarity and calmness, free from the distortions of our own biases and emotions. When you notice that a woman's eyes are tracking you, it's important to maintain your composure. Don't rush to conclusions. Don't let your ego inflate. Don't assume her feelings based solely on this signal. Instead, stay grounded, observe, and let the natural progression of the situation unfold. The philosophy of emotional balance teaches us to respond to events with rationality and self-control, which means that while you may recognize the signal, you don't have to rush to act on it or let it dictate your emotions. Furthermore, principles of self-awareness emphasize the importance of detachment and mindfulness. When someone's eyes follow you, it's a powerful acknowledgement of your presence, but it doesn't necessarily require any specific action on your part. Recognizing the behavior is valuable, but the composed response is one of mindful observation, not reactive behavior. By acknowledging the signal without letting it dictate your emotions or behavior, you demonstrate strength and clarity of mind. This aligns with the concept of maintaining an inner sense of calm, regardless of external stimuli. If you feel the need to act on this attention, doing so with confidence and composure is key. You don't need to force a reaction or change your behavior just because a woman's eyes follow you. Instead, continue to embody the principles of self-assurance, remaining centered, confident, and unattached to any particular outcome. Let her eyes follow you, but let your mind remain unaffected by it. This is the essence of power and attraction according to emotionally intelligent philosophy. It's not about seeking validation or making her attention the focal point of your existence. Rather, it's about understanding that her body language is a signal of interest and responding to it from a place of inner strength and balance. In conclusion, when a younger woman's eyes track you, it's a strong body language cue that signals her interest and attraction. It's one of those signs that's subtle yet significant, allowing you to understand her feelings without her needing to say a word. However, the key to interpreting this sign effectively is through the lens of emotional wisdom. Remain calm, observe without bias, and respond with composure. By doing so, you demonstrate the very traits that not only make you more attractive, but also more emotionally intelligent and grounded in your interactions. Signal 2. She faces you with receptive body language, a powerful sign of interest. One of the clearest and most immediate signs that a woman is attracted to you is when she positions herself facing you with receptive body language. This subtle but significant gesture speaks volumes about how she feels in your presence and can provide deeper understanding of her emotional state. In the realm of non-verbal communication, receptive posture, where a person turns their body toward you, uncrosses their arms, and positions themselves in a way that shows engagement, is a strong indicator of interest. For a woman, facing you with openness conveys both physical and emotional receptivity. She's not just engaging with you verbally, she's inviting you into her space, showing that she's fully present and invested in the interaction. When a woman faces you with receptive body language, it means she is comfortable with you and feels safe enough to show vulnerability. This is a form of non-verbal communication that reveals trust and attraction. In contrast, when someone is closed off, arms crossed, body turned away, avoiding eye contact, these behaviors often signal discomfort, disinterest, or a desire to create distance. But when a woman deliberately faces you with an open posture, it suggests she's not only comfortable in your presence, but is also welcoming your energy and connection. It's a sign that she is engaged and wants to learn more about you, connect more deeply, and possibly explore the dynamics of your relationship further. In many ways, this body language is instinctual. Humans are naturally programmed to respond to openness with openness. From a psychological standpoint, facing someone directly with your body indicates that you are focusing your attention on them, which is often a sign of attraction. This receptive posture invites conversation and interaction and shows that the woman is receptive to what you have to offer, whether it's your words, your company, or simply your energy. It signals that she is emotionally available and willing to be vulnerable, and this is a powerful cue that should not be overlooked. For the mature man, this body language can be particularly significant. Women are often drawn to confident, experienced individuals who exude a sense of self-assurance. When a woman faces you with receptive body language, it can be seen as an affirmation of the qualities you embody, whether it's wisdom, strength, or a sense of calm confidence. However, it's important to interpret this sign without letting your ego inflate. We should observe our surroundings and interactions without rushing to judgment or letting our emotions dictate our responses. It's easy to assume that this openness automatically means a deeper connection or that it's a clear invitation for romantic engagement. But we must remain mindful of our judgments and not let external signals cloud our inner peace. The balanced approach to interpreting receptive body language is rooted in maintaining composure and self-control. When you notice that a woman faces you with open posture, acknowledge it with clarity, but don't attach meaning to it too quickly. Instead of rushing to act or interpret her body language in a way that boosts your ego, observe calmly and without expectation. Emotional intelligence teaches that external actions or signals from others should not determine our internal state. When someone shows interest, the mindful response would be to acknowledge it with a sense of gratitude, but without attachment or expectation. You recognize the signal, but you don't allow it to affect your peace or sense of self-worth. Furthermore, maintaining composure encourages us to remain grounded in our own values and principles, irrespective of external validation. A woman facing you with receptive body language may indeed signify attraction, but it's important to remember that your worth does not hinge on her attention. By practicing detachment, you maintain your inner balance, which ultimately makes you even more attractive. Instead of reacting impulsively, embrace the situation with mindfulness. Respond with kindness and patience, but do not seek to control or manipulate the situation. In conclusion, when a woman faces you with receptive body language, it's one of the most genuine and telling signs of attraction. It indicates that she is engaged with you, receptive to your energy, and comfortable in your presence. However, the composed response is to observe these signs with clarity and calmness, not allowing them to disturb your peace or dictate your emotions. By embracing principles of self-awareness, you can navigate this interaction with wisdom and composure, responding thoughtfully rather than reacting impulsively. In this way, you embody the best version of yourself, confident, centered, and in control of your own reactions. When a woman creates opportunities to touch you, whether it's a light brush of the arm, a hand on your shoulder, or a playful tap on the back, it's one of the most significant body language signs that she's interested in you. Touch is an incredibly powerful form of non-verbal communication, often more impactful than words in expressing emotions, especially attraction. In many cases, this behavior is unconscious, and women may not even realize they're doing it. But the frequency and intention behind these touches are key indicators of how she feels about you. Human beings have a deep, instinctual need for touch, and it serves as a way to create bonds and express intimacy. For a woman, initiating touch can signal a desire to deepen the connection or reinforce a sense of closeness. When she reaches out to touch you in casual, non-threatening ways, it's her body's way of showing warmth and affection. These touches may seem innocuous at first glance, but they carry deep psychological and emotional weight. The act of physical touch can make her feel more connected to you, offering a sense of comfort and intimacy, which is often crucial in building romantic interest. Touching you could also be her way of seeking your attention, or perhaps testing the waters to see how you respond. It may start with something small, like brushing her hand against yours when passing a drink, or maybe lightly touching your arm when she laughs at a joke. But as the interaction progresses, these subtle signs may, increase in frequency or intensity. Each touch could be a signal that she's becoming more comfortable and open to, deeper interaction. It's a way for her to gauge your reaction, both emotionally and physically, to see if you're receptive to her advances. It's important to note that these touches are often playful or friendly in nature at first, but as the connection deepens, they may become more intimate. From a psychological standpoint, touch plays a vital role in human interaction. It releases oxytocin, the hormone often referred to as the bonding hormone or love hormone. Oxytocin helps create feelings of attachment and trust, and when a woman initiates touch, it's her subconscious way of fostering that bond. It is also a sign of vulnerability. When we touch someone, we're allowing ourselves to be open and trusting. For a woman, reaching out and touching you is, a form of showing that she's not only comfortable in your presence, but is actively seeking a closer, more intimate connection with you. However, interpreting this body language sign through a lens of mindfulness requires self-awareness and composure. While a woman's touch might seem like a clear sign of attraction, the balanced response is to remain calm and observant without, jumping to conclusions or acting impulsively. It's easy to get caught up in the excitement of someone's physical attention, especially when it aligns with our own desires. But the mindful approach to interpreting her touch would be one of non-attachment and clarity. Rather than reacting emotionally or letting your ego inflate, it's important to recognize her gestures without placing undue significance on them. In the context of self-awareness, this means maintaining your emotional composure while acknowledging the potential signal of attraction. While external circumstances may trigger emotions, it's within our control how we respond to them. Her touch may indeed be a signal of attraction, but the mindful approach would not attach undue importance to it or rush to act on it. Instead, observe with a sense of gratitude, acknowledging the moment without letting it overwhelm your sense of self or control. This allows you to maintain your composure and not let your emotions dictate your next move. Furthermore, emotionally intelligent teachings also promote self-awareness and reflection. It's important to be mindful of your own intentions when interpreting body language. Are you responding to her touch because you truly want to connect with her? Or are you seeking validation or approval? By remaining true to yourself and your values, you avoid allowing external signals to define your actions or emotional state. This really is the essence of wisdom, to act from a place of clarity and internal strength rather than being swayed by external forces. In conclusion, when a woman creates opportunities to touch you, it is a powerful body language signal of attraction and emotional connection. These subtle gestures show a desire to build closeness, warmth, and intimacy. However, the key to interpreting these signs effectively is through mindful awareness, emotional control, and non-attachment. By responding with composure, acknowledging the signals without overreacting, and staying true to your values, you demonstrate inner strength and emotional intelligence, which are honestly, ultimately, the most attractive qualities a person can possess. One of the most fascinating and subtle signs that a woman is attracted to you is when she mirrors your movements. This unconscious behavior, known as mirroring, occurs when a person mimics the gestures, posture, or actions of another. While it might seem like an accidental coincidence, mirroring is actually a powerful indicator of emotional connection and attraction. When a woman mirrors your movements, whether it's crossing her legs when you do, adjusting her posture in the same way, or mimicking your hand gestures, it reveals a deep level of rapport and empathy between you. It signifies that she is not only paying attention to you, but is also emotionally and mentally in sync with your energy. From a psychological standpoint, mirroring is often an unconscious action that occurs when a person feels comfortable, connected, or bonded with another. It's a natural way for people to express alignment with someone they like or feel close to. When a woman mirrors your movements, it's a clear sign that she's attuned to you and is subconsciously establishing a deeper connection. This act of imitation creates a sense of unity and shared understanding, as though you and she are in harmony with one another. This behavior is often seen in relationships where there's mutual affection, as it shows that she's not just physically engaged, but also emotionally involved in the interaction. Mirroring also plays a key role in fostering rapport. When two people mirror each other, it helps create a sense of mutual understanding and comfort. This can be particularly significant in the early stages of a relationship or a budding romantic connection. When a woman mirrors you, it suggests she feels safe and comfortable around you. She's not just listening to your words, she's attuned to your every movement and gesture, reinforcing the emotional and physical connection between the two of you. The act of mirroring reflects a level of trust, showing that she's open to being in sync with you mentally, emotionally, and physically. For the mature man, mirroring can also be a sign of attraction to qualities like, confidence, maturity, and wisdom. Women may be drawn to these attributes, and their subconscious mirroring is really a reflection of their admiration for those qualities. It suggests a level of respect and a desire to align themselves with the qualities you embody. However, it's essential to interpret this sign without jumping to conclusions. While mirroring can be a sign of attraction, it's also important to maintain emotional clarity and not become, overly focused on external cues. This is where balanced wisdom comes in. We should observe our surroundings without becoming overly attached to the outcome. While others' actions may give us clues about their feelings or intentions, we must not let these external signals determine our emotional state. When a woman mirrors your movements, the composed response is to observe with equanimity, recognizing the sign of attraction, but not letting it dictate your actions or sense of self-worth. It's important to remain grounded in your own values and principles, not relying on external validation to feel secure in yourself. Moreover, emotional intelligence teaches us the importance of responding thoughtfully rather than reacting impulsively. While mirroring can signal a strong connection or attraction, a balanced approach would encourage you to continue engaging with clarity and mindfulness rather than overanalyzing her actions or becoming fixated on whether she's interested in you. A composed individual would remain calm, focused, and unperturbed. The ideal is to appreciate the connection for what it is in the moment, without attaching excessive meaning or expectation to it. This allows you to maintain your inner peace and navigate the interaction with wisdom and composure. In relationships, whether personal or professional, mirroring is often used to create harmony and foster a sense of understanding. It's a natural part of human connection, signaling a desire for alignment. When you notice a woman mirroring your movements, it's a sign that she is attuned to you and wants to connect more deeply. However, the mindful perspective reminds us that while external signs of attraction can be insightful, they should not influence our inner calm or sense of self. The key is to recognize and appreciate the connection without letting it disrupt our emotional balance.